So top Senate Democrats like Dick Durbin sure are mad at old Uncle Clarence Thomas, right? The Democrat plantation abandoned by this evil black man so many years ago, and they cannot countenance it. They never have been able to, and have been looking for angles to destroy this man ever since he had the audacity to be nominated for the Supreme Court Justice, and even worse, ever since he got on the bench. They think they have finally found their exit march for Clarence Thomas, enacting that old, brave constitutional principle that the freed man must be returned to Maz's plantation. And Maz's plantation is, of course, subservience to the Democrat Party. What I'm talking about is the very unethical financial transactions of Clarence Thomas that the left has been pointing at for days and days on end. They cannot let the public think that Clarence Thomas did nothing wrong, even though they can't point to anything that he's actually done wrong. They're trying to just raise the specter of some non-existent ethics violation, and in doing so are purporting that they're gonna regulate the court. The Democrats in the Senate on the Judiciary Committee, of all people, they're gonna be the ones to finally end court corruption. Never mind the vast history of ridiculously absurd actual court corruption that has occurred, specifically benefiting Democrat Party and the Democrat policies. But let's just ignore all that for a little bit. Here's the problem with them. Let's get some law in here. Can they even regulate the Supreme Court? No. Article 3 of the U.S. Constitution creates the Supreme Court. Congress doesn't. Congress creates all of the other courts and has regulatory authority over them. They can create a code of ethics for appeals courts and district courts, but they can't do anything to the Supreme Court because the Supreme Court was created by the Constitution. So what it says is that all justices will serve during periods of, quote, good behavior. Now, what does that mean? Nothing. Like high crimes and misdemeanors, under the impeachment clause, good behavior has no meaning, which means it has any meaning, which means it is entirely a political meaning. But it is only going to be limited in that to the power of impeachment. They cannot do anything to the court like create a series of judicial ethical requirements that the court must follow or else. Congress cannot punish the court in any way. It's a separation of powers issue. But that's not the point that these Democrats are trying to make. They are trying to cast aspersions to create a pall of ethical issues so that their dumb voting base will slobber it up, that they can score a couple of brownie points, that they can win a few more votes, and most importantly, that they can cast doubt on the Supreme Court. Because for all their kvetching about it, all the Democrats have wanted to do for a while is delegitimize the Supreme Court. They do not like how much power and trust they have had over the United States citizens for so long, because Congress wants that power but can't get it. Why can't Congress get it? They're all assholes. That's the biggest problem. They're the worst people in any room that they step in. That's Congress for you, and that's not going to change. So instead, they have to try and make everybody else seem worse. The problem for them, of course, is they keep getting blown out, even by spineless John Roberts, who says, nah, we're good, fam. Our ethics are just fine. And of course, the one thing the Democrats don't want anyone to actually do is turn that mirror on Democrat congressmen, or really even Republican congressmen, because they live in a place where the skeletons in the closet still have skeletons in the womb. They're the most disgusting and corrupt people around, and if anyone were to actually look into them with any sort of scrutiny, well, they would probably be Seth Riched in a ditch, but they would find a whole lot worse than someone paying tuition for a great nephew. But what do I know? just sitting here, observing what I see. Look, guys, like and subscribe and share this video around. Let people know what the hell's going on, because bullshit abounds, baby. Bullshit abounds. I hope you guys have a good one. Catch you next time. Peace. Peace.